Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hakim with the student number 123241077. And in this occasion, I want to talk about the multiverse in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So the reason I choose this topic because I personally love to watch the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the topic I use is the multiverse. So maybe you all wonder uh, what is a multiverse and when the Marvel Cinematic Universe starts to use the multiverse, and why there are so many variants that are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how many of them. Okay, so let's start to the topic. The first one is what is multiverse. So the multiverse is an idea where there is not just a one universe in this world, but there are many and infinite universe that are out there. Okay, I will give you an example of universe. So example, here is our timeline. This is our timeline. So it is the main timeline. And then the concept of multiverse is when there are only a straight line, there are other timeline that is also going forward simultaneously with our timeline. But there are different in this timeline, which there are. Uh, let's I'm gonna give an example. In this main timeline, I'm going to the English literature in UNER. Maybe in other timeline like this upper one, maybe going I'm at the, let's say, the visit at the UNER, or maybe the other branch timeline. Maybe I'm at the Universitas Indonesia. Who knows? And that's how multiverse works in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the main timeline, Steve Rogers be the Captain America. But maybe in other timeline, Steve Rogers may be dead in the experiment in the 19th centuries, and which there are no Captain Americas in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe in other timeline, like the What If, instead of uh, Steve Rogers that become the Captain America, it is it's Peggy Carter who becomes the Captain America. So basically, that is multiverse in a simple yet informative explanation about the multiverse. Okay, so we move to the next topic, which is the multiverse origins and when it is start in the MCU era. So the multiverse in the MCU is started on the 1960 or 1970, which is in the comic, which is created by the one and only Stan Lee. Uh, the Maybe in this era, the multiverse can be explained in the series What If, which there is now a 3 season of it. Like in the season one, there is like what I just explained before. Instead of Steve Rogers who became the Captain America, it is Peggy Carter who becomes the Captain America. Or maybe in the other timeline or universe, instead of Star Lord who become the Star Lord now, it is the King T'Challa who is kidnapped and become the Star Lord in that universe. Or maybe I will explain the main universe first. So the main universe in the MCU is Earth 161, and many of the multiverse era is using other timelines, so we can explore more. Like example here, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It is in Earth 96,280. And then the X-Men universe, it is on Earth 10,005, which is it's not correlated to the main universe, which is Earth 161. The first time when Marvel Cinematic Universe decided that there will be a time travel, it is on the Avengers Endgame, where the where the Avengers going back in time to get the stones that they're going to use to bring back the half of the population that is being erased by Thanos in the previous movie. And then there's also the more detailed explanation about the timeline. It is on the serial Loki. In the Loki, it is explained that the multiverse it is being watched by the TVA, or it is called Time Variance Authority, an organization that protects the sacred timeline, which is the Earth 161, and try to erase any other variant that is that can make chaos with that can make the Earth 161 being in a danger position. And then the TVA is being created or being run by a man who called He Who Remains, or we can simply call it a variant of Kang the Conqueror. The Kang the Conqueror is first introduced in the Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah. So He Who Remains is actually a type of that villain, the Kang the Conqueror, but he's a nice guy because he's one of the variant and he wants to protect the sacred timeline so that the other Kang variant of Kang is not will not destroy the secret timeline or the Earth 161. So I think we can go back to the main movies in the MCU, where we will talk about the multiverse in that era. So after, like I said before, the MCU starts to enter the timeline and multiverse era in the Avenger Endgame, and then it continues at the serial What If, like I said before, a series where there is 3 seasons and it tells us every other timeline or multiverse which can happen. And then there is Spider-Man No Way Home, which is released on 2021. And then we also get introduced the movie of Doctor Strange, the in the Multiverse of Madness. The story tells on what is the impact on the previous movie, which is Spider-Man No Way Home. And then we got to the Ant-Man and Quantumania, which is released on 2023. And it introduced us to the main villain, which is Kang the Conqueror, which is the main villain. It is first that the fourth film, which is now called Avengers Doomsday, was not that. It is not the original name, but it is Kang, the Dynasty of Kang. But it is named because the actor have a scandal, which makes the actor is being freeze out. And then the fourth film was changed to Doomsday and changed the main villain of that film. And then because we discussed about Kang the Conqueror, why is Kang the Conqueror is dangerous and how is he important in this universe or in the MCU? So, in my opinion, Kang is a bigger villain than Thanos, or a larger character than Thanos, because Kang is not just one. He has many variants. Like I just said before, He Who Remains, which is the controller of TVA, is one of the variant of Kang. And then the other variant of Kang which we found in the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, there is the evil variant of Kang. And then in the credit scene of the film Ant-Man, we can see that there are many variants of Kang, or we can call it Council of Kangs. And then yeah, there are many variants of them. Maybe some of them are good, maybe some of them are bad. And then that's why that is how I interpreted Kang that is larger than Thanos. And then why the multiverse it matter is because the multiverse give us many side, many things that we haven't seen. Like I said before, what the serial What If, we can see many possibilities in the multiverse where in the sacred timeline it always goes straight. Maybe in the and then in the What If, we can see the other possibilities that can happen. So yeah, it give us the audience more something to watch and more interesting thing to found that there is not only one possibilities in the MCU, but there is many other possibilities that can happen. And then there will also be Avengers Doomsday, where it is confirmed that Robert Downey Jr. will be back to the MCU, but not as Iron Man, but as Doctor Doom, Doctor Von Doom, as the main villain of that film. And then lastly, there is the Avengers Secret Wars that is being scheduled to be released on 2027, where in this film it is possibly that all the multiverse will be combined and going a fight against something big, or maybe against the army of Dr. Von Doom. The Secret War is based from a comic which is being released. I forgot. I think it's 2015 or something. It is still new. Yeah, I think it'll be the top notch of the Avengers movie, because we can see all of the superheroes combined again, fighting against something that is evil. And yeah, I will be waiting for that. Yeah, I think that's all from me. I think I pretty much explained how the multiverse work, and what is the variant of the multiverse in the MCU. Yeah, I think that's it from me. I hope you enjoy my explanation, and see you again in the next video, and thank you.